Welcome back, YouTube. It's been a while since you've seen anything from me. I had to reboot my computer, and my Windows Movie Maker disappeared, and I wasn't able to get it back from Windows or from Microsoft, and so I eventually found it online and got it downloaded, and things have been pretty busy here lately. But I'm glad to be back. It's been way too long, like I said, but a few updates. I don't know that any of this was probably in my last video. I guess I could go back and watch it, but it's too late now. I ended up packing up most of the stuff down here because of a devil cat that has moved into my basement. The cat will be going outside when it gets nice. End of story. And I will get my workshop back. But until then, all of my customs are in a box because when the cat first moved in, there wasn't an issue, and then all of a sudden I started finding broken stuff. And so all my custom stuff for the most part is in boxes right now, and I haven't really done anything more on the display since I did the original layout. And unfortunately that's probably the way it's going to stay until it gets nice enough to throw the cat outside. That being said, I went to the Greater Midwest Toy Show in Sioux Falls a couple weekends ago, or last weekend, I don't remember now, and added a few things to the collection for the display. I only bought one project this year. The rest of the stuff that I bought was higher detailed stuff that I plan on using right out of the box, basically. The first thing I'm going to show you here is this cattle pot that I bought. It's a DCP cattle pot. Looks really nice with my DCP semi that I had from before. And what I'm going to be doing here on the display is on my in-laws farm, their hog barns are over here in this area, and there's quite a hill right here that comes down to it. This is quite lower, and it's just not easy for a semi to navigate. This is the highway right here, and so what the semis do is they come down the highway and they back into the driveway right until they're just off the highway. And then I'll have to extend this area here because this should be gravel up to like right here, and then it should be grass a little differently. But that's part of just getting everything kind of scaled in, and it's tough to get it all perfect. And I don't expect it to be perfect. But what they do then is there's a door here, and there's a door here, and then there's a door down on the far end of the hog barn for the 3 different rooms of the finishing barn. And what they'll do then is he has a trailer that he built that he hooks up to his tractor, backs up to that door. We load the pigs into the trailer, we drive them up, and we back them up to a loading chute and load them into the semi. So that's going to be one of the things that's going to be on my display is going to be that hog loading scene. So that's why I got this semi trailer. Give me just a second here to pull some more stuff out, and I'll show you a few other things I picked up this year. Here's another one of the pieces I picked up at this year's show. The farm has one of these seed tenders. I don't know if it's an oven firth, but that's the one I ended up getting, or Irvin Firth, or however you actually pronounce that crazy word. But anyhow, they've got a Pro Box seed tender like this. It probably won't be featured in the display. Primarily because I think I'm gonna do a fall season. I think I haven't determined that for sure yet, but with the way my fields are laid out, I have very little field area actually, and so I think what I'll probably end up doing here is I'll have a combine over in this corner. This corner here is field, and there'll be a combine there, and then I'll probably have some of the wagons or something going down the road, or it's very possible too that I could end up adding. On the other side of the trees over there, where that blue tote is, if you guys can see that in the frame of the camera, is a field, and so I could add just a little, 2x4 or 4x4 inch, or 4x4 foot area down there with more field on it. Unfortunately, with the farm being as big as it is, there just wasn't a whole lot left on an 8x4 sheet or 4x8 sheet for field area, and so I definitely want to add. And one of the thoughts that I actually had was the nice thing about having not much field on the display is I can make multiple layouts, and I can change which field I push up against it for whatever season of the year I want to have. And the nice thing about that is I plan on doing some journaling once I get this all set up, and so I'll be able to change the layout and stuff for my journaling. But anyways, that's a long ways down the road. But I picked up this seed tender. It'll probably just sit in one of the sheds for now, if it fits in one of the sheds, if it's in the right spot. I know that the seed tender doesn't usually stay on this farm. I'm not exactly sure which farm they keep it on. But I might work it in. It's a nice piece, and like I said, I know I'm going to use it somewhere down the road, and I got it at the right price, so that's another addition. I do need to find or build a Chevy 3500 flatbed dually to pull it with. That's what my wife's uncle uses for construction, and that's what they use for kind of a farm pickup. It's lowered, and so they can run four-wheelers up on it without too much trouble and all that kind of stuff. And so yeah, I'm gonna either build one or find one, and that'll show up in my display from time to time, just because that's a pickup that they use quite a bit. And then I'll show you my next purchase here in just a second. So of course I can't find the bean head at the moment that I'm going to put on this, but this is another product. I bought this one from the same guy. This is another, I believe it's a spec cast product. I'd have to look at the box to be sure. But this is another Irvin Firth, or however the heck you pronounce it. This is a header trailer, and it'll have a bean head on it, I'm sure, when the time comes. But that would work good for the harvest side of things. And I can also do, the other thing I'd been kicking around is just kind of a day on the farm in the fall, or towards before harvest, I guess. Moving pigs, you know, repairing equipment in the shop, getting some stuff out and getting it ready maybe. So we'll see what happens. I don't know yet, but these are all pieces that the farm actually has, and they're pieces that I want to work into my display at one point or another. That is the last big piece that I got. I also got a Arts Way feed grinder that was missing the auger, and I'm going to be making that into the feed grinder that my father-in-law uses, and so we can have that sitting in the shed or fill in a bin or something like that on the display as well. But anyways, sorry about the little bit longer video here, but I just wanted to kind of catch you guys up on what's going on, and go from there. One other bit of news that I don't think has come up in this series yet is I joined the fire department in December, I guess, and so that's going to be taking up a little bit of my time now. I have meetings every, like, first and third Monday, and I'm just starting my training now, and so things could be a little bit slow until I get through the training, but I'm going to try and keep up on the videos as best I can. And once again, guys, thank you for your continued support. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, and check back for more.